Okay, so I just recorded my mousepad video, and I just wanted to let you guys know I'm sorry. In the video, I'm gonna be saying Ninja FX a lot, and it's the high-end edition. And I apologize for that. I have the mid high-end and the extra soft high-end. So sorry for all the times I'm gonna be saying Ninja FX in my video. So yeah, sorry guys. Alright, you guys. So today, I thought I'd do like talking about mouse pads. Because like mouse pads they're in a way they're tricky to, what one do you want? What's the best one? What's good for this and that. And so I thought I might talk about them. I don't have many. I have five? Yeah. And so really what I'm using right now is I'm using my Ninja FX, my extra soft it's called, which I mean, I like it's different. And so like the differences with artisan pads, pretty much every pad has extra soft, soft, mid. And mid's like, pretty much like the hardest one. And so really these differences like extra soft and soft, those require more force than like the mid would. Mid is like my free fall, where it's like it's not squishy at all. It is thin, not squishy, and you can just glide. It's easy just to glide it, which is it's what I like. But I'm also really liking my extra soft because I play on a higher sense. But I mean that's also a bad thing at the same time, because I'm pushing harder to get it across, and that can kind of screw things up a bit. And especially if you're trying to do like precise aim, but CS:GO or Valorant usually like a lower sense than usual. And so let me talk about the pads that I recommend. Any pads from the Whale. He's a creator that makes these really good pads. The Blitz pad, those pads are really good. I haven't got one, but I I want to get one, but they're not like in stock anymore. I don't know if they're gonna restock them or something. But Skypad, well, I'll get to that soon. Artisan is a very, very big mousepad company, and so personally, if you want like slow, I mean, it's kind of hard. So slow is if you want like super soft, like how the mouse pad I'm using right now is super soft, where it's super squishy. Well, here, I'll show you guys that. Nah. So really, super soft is, squishy, thicker, more force. But you get more control. This pad right here, it's the free fall pad. They're really good. I heard about them, and so normal pads will have this super sticky suction cup kind of thing to stick to your table. This it doesn't. You can just move it however you want it. This pad I used for a while. I really love it. I think it's very good. If people want to give it a try, I don't remember how much it was, but I think it was a little cheap. I don't remember honestly. Honestly, let me grab my artisans out. Yeah. So I have two Ninja FXs. This is my mid one, and with artisan, they have so many different types. Like if you want like super fast, the Shindekai is honestly the fastest due to its glass coating. Which, I mean, this thing with glass coating, it's not super durable, and different skates with glass pads and glass coating will wear out way faster. So if you're gonna want a glass coated mouse pad or any kind of glass mouse pad, I'd recommend buying extra skates, because they're gonna get worn like crazy. So like these skates, stock. I blind it. My J Wolves, not stock. I did take them off. I put down my obsidian donuts, which I'm honestly liking. I can't really use them with a cloth pad because of how they are. So they go across, but they're not like smooth, flat, like a normal like skates are. They're nice and smooth. They can glide. These are kind of more for glass pads because you don't really feel. It feels rough at the bottom. It just feels. You can just feel it kind of like being rough to glide across. But this is like smooth. You can kind of feel it here and there, but it's smooth though. And so, really, this is the Ninja FX. Honestly, I'm liking it. Artisan has the Shindekai, the Raiden, the High-End, the Zero, the Hati, the Otsu. I don't know. I don't think I said that right at all. But, honestly, for artisans, the Ninja FX or the Raiden would be super good. The Raiden doesn't have any glass coating. So it still has some durability stuff due its like weaving and all that, but it's not as bad as something with like glass coating. But personally, I like my mid pads. I don't like, even my mid one has some squish, but it's not bad at all. It feels very tough. It's thin, of course. And honestly, I like something that's a little more speed. Like if I can't control something, I'm gonna turn down my sense. So this is my Asus glass pad. This was kind of expensive, but it was on sale when I got it. And as you can see, it just glides. Now with the donuts, you could still feel like a little scratchy sound, but like you can't hear it with normal skates. But with the donuts, you can, which it doesn't bother me as much. So with the glass pads, with like my Asus, I can use this easily. I can just glide across. This is more like you want to be super quick, like COD, Battlefield, anything that is close quarters and there's a lot of people, and where you don't have to have precise aim at all, because you pretty much have no control at all. As you can see, like it just glides across. So if you want something like, okay, so like the finals, I don't know how many people still play the finals, but I really liked using my glass pad in the finals. Yes, sometimes I didn't have the best accuracy in the control due to it, but after a while I started getting more and more used to it, and that control started to really get under. And I could start tracking way easier because I could move way faster just because it's glass and it's so smooth. Like, I really like my Asus pad. I honestly would recommend it to other people if they want to try out a glass pad. Since, glass pads are not cheap at all. And so, if you want to buy a little something expensive, go for this or the next pad I have up. So, if I can get this. They're also very heavy, so don't put it anywhere like it'll just come crashing down. Ugh. All right. This is my Sky Pad. This is the XO version, the 3.0. And this was the first glass pad I had gotten. And so in my opinion, I love it. It's the same with my Asus. Honestly, I think my Asus is maybe a little smoother. Like it still has, that rough sound to it, of course, but I think my Asus feels smoother. But I also very like the Sky Pads, and I think my Asus is a little bit bigger compared to my Sky Pad, which is honestly, it's not too big of a deal to me, but as long as it's a good enough size to where I can just fit it on my desk and it just feels good, I don't care. Skypad is also a very good brand to buy from. I like their arm sleeves. The arm sleeves are a little tricky. You kind of have to go a size up. I think I got I think it was a small medium, the hand like this is from the G Wolves box, but it's really tight, and so usually you kind of have to keep measuring and usually go a size up or so and whatever. I mean, you could buy two and see which was comfortable and sell the other. It's whatever. But I'm probably gonna have to go with an XL. But SkyPad, these are a little more expensive than my Asus. I think this was about 100 or so. And honestly, they're also a top tier, but you also don't have much control as my Asus one, because it's glass. You can just glide across it super easily. So my final one, my current one I'm using, is my Ninja FX, which is my extra soft one. Here, I'll pull something up real quick. And so with this, I have more control over anything because it's super squishy and I have to put so much more force into it, which I like. It feels good to me, And so, I mean, a lot of people like something they can control and not like really go crazy about. I mean, really, it doesn't matter to me like that much. It's not like the biggest deal in the world, something I'm just gonna go flying off or something. But really, it's hard to say because I really like my extra soft, but I have to put too much force sometimes. I mean, like not too much force, but you kind of have to push it a little harder than usual to get it, across. Whereas like, something that's more thinner, like the medium or like the mid is harder. So you kind of glide across it. And so really, I personally think the extra soft and mids are kind of the best for control. And these are kind of like ones you use for precision games like CSGO, Valorant, anything precision. While glass pads are, I mean, you can still use glass pads in like those type of games, but you need to get the control because you're just gonna be flicking right off because you have no control at all. If people can master that, perfect. That's like something like super good that you should be proud of. Of course, but honestly, those are my thoughts about the mouse pads. But I'll let you guys know later on if I get any more, because I'm gonna try to get some of the whale ones, and I think SkyPad's gonna come out with another, but we'll see about that though. And there's a couple other ones I've been thinking of, but yeah, thank you guys.